Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Labille Pogba is back. The French midfielder, yes, has signed a 2-year contract with AS Monaco, ending his 18-month spell without a club. Yes, remember in 2023, Paul Pogba was banned for 4 years by the anti-doping agency of Italian football. And upon appeal, that ban was reduced to an 18-month ban, and that 18-month ban has come to an end. And Paul Pogba has signed, like I said, a 2-year contract with AS Monaco. This is the moment he signed that contract. A video released by AS Monaco official handle on Twitter shows how emotional Paul Pogba was when he signed that contract. Well, like I said, understandably, he's emotional about finally getting back to a professional contract and becoming a footballer once again. Of course, if you look at all the things he has been through all through the last 18 months, you can understand why he was so emotional about securing that contract once again. You know, first of all, the ban itself. Before the ban, his return to Juventus in 2022 has been disrupted by countless numbers of injuries, especially around his knee. And finally, the ban itself coming and the altercations and fallouts he had with his brother on social media about the family and everything that has been going on. But eventually, he looks to have conquered all of that and is back to being Paul Pogba, the professional footballer. I cannot wait to see how close he can get to that Paul Pogba we had when he was first at Juve before he moved for world record fee to Manchester United under Jose Mourinho, if you remember around that period. But like I said, he might not be anywhere near those levels, those Juve levels under Allegri when he was playing in midfield alongside Claudio Marchisio and Arturo Vidal. I don't think he will ever get back to that period of his career. But if he gets 70% back to that level, wow, we'll be in for a treat. And of course, he said his target is to be back in the French national team by the 2026 World Cup. Like I said, if he gets 70% back to how good he used to be in his heydays at Juve, you cannot put it beyond him to get back into that French national team. That is all for now. Remember, this is the top corner.